Alright. Uh, so yeah, this is take two on how I do Hydra. Quality's probably going to be shit, but at least it's not stuttering. Um, so this is my typical inventory setup, except I left 4 empty spaces because I didn't want to have to leave potions behind to pick up the loot, since I'm not staying for a full trip, just doing like 2 kills. But these 4 empty spaces would also be Bray Pots. I just have Alch runes, Teleport runes, 4 Divine Ranging Pots, 1 Antidote plus plus, that's only for if I fuck up, and then the rest Prayer Pots. No need for food, uh, and hopefully you'll get enough potion drops to where once these run out, you can just start cycling through the regular range potions that it drops. Um, this is the gear that I usually bring. If you want, technically it's better to bring crystal armor because it maximizes prayer bonus. God D'hide is also a good middle ground. This just maximizes DPS, but you'll run out of prayer pots faster. For longer trips, crystal armor is best. Um, so these are the tile markers I use. You want to start off with the boss somewhere on this half of the room and immediately run to this tile marker with either pray mage or pray range up. I use mage, but both of them work fine. And then swap to whichever attack style it actually is. Uh, once you get the boss pulled over, or once you get standing on that marker, it'll pull the boss over on top of the red grate. After 3 attacks, it'll do its poison. As long as you start moving before the poison starts, it will always drop all of the poison on this side of the room. So the poison comes out, you run over here, and you never get hit by it. Keep doing your swaps. I run straight to this marker. However, you can linger over here and wait for him to trend to go into the next phase. If you move over here immediately, it will empower his attacks. So if you mess up a prayer switch, it will hit much harder. Um, oh, also make sure you have auto retaliate off. Otherwise, when you try and run over here, a lot of times it'll drag you off there. So you move over here, transition it into the blue phase. It will do its 3 attacks and then do the lightning. Just make sure you get the green poison onto the blue phase. So once you see that roar or the poison splash up on it, then you can move down here. Uh, and you want to go all the way to this bottom right or bottom left corner piece and wait for the lightning. When the lightning comes out, only the tornado that spawns in this like quadrant will be able to make it to you. The rest won't. To do the lightning skip, you want to wait until basically as the lightning moves to one tile away from this mark tile, you want to click on this one so that both you and the lightning move on to the tile at the same game tick, and then immediately 1 tick after you want to move over to this tile because the tornado will try and get out from under you in the north direction. Once you're up against the wall, it can't escape. And as long as it's underneath you, it will not hit you. Uh, so you just stand there, transition it into red phase, and once it goes into red phase, it'll do its 3 attacks, walk to the center, and once it does its third attack, you can turn prayer off to conserve, or turn your overheads off to conserve prayer. And just as or just before it starts moving, you want to move to this tile to prepare the firewalk. If you fall 1 tile short, you can technically move here and then cross here and still get the fire skip off. Um, but once you're here, you just do the normal fire skip timing. The way I do it is as the fire hits this wall is when I click, and you'll just uh, cross diagonally, skipping the whole fire phase, burn it down till it goes into the Jad phase, and you'll be on this tile. If you push it before it actually sends the fire out to the Jad phase, still move over to this tile. So then you want to let it do its 3 attacks, and then after that it'll do poison, and you want to move 2 tiles down this little line here. And as long as you start moving before the acid comes out, and you're still moving while it's launched, it will all puddle up on this 1 tile, and it won't spread out over the place, and you can't get touched by it. And then you just burn it down and repeat. and it works basically the same way on a respawn instead of a run-in, except you're just already over at that tile when it starts. Alright, so I'll show you what a kill looks like. Get prayer on. It's mage, cool. 1, 2, 3. Next one's going to be the poison. Start moving before it's actually launched. I just go straight over to this tile. You can also throw in some attacks while you're moving. And then now it is empowered, so its autos will do more damage if you mess up the prayers, but, you know, just follow the good old count from Sesame Street's teaching, count to 3. Alright, so we got one attack off for a transition. There's the roar, you can move. Alright, that's its third attack. It's going to spawn the tornadoes. And that's its third mage attack, and the tornado is trapped underneath me. The rest can't get to me. Lost count because I wasn't paying attention, but I think that was third. Yep. 2, 3. And should move. There we go. Drink a potion. Go back to DPS. Alright, going into the Jad phase. And see how it all piles up right where I was. Don't have to worry about getting poisoned. Don't have to dodge. Don't have to worry about random ones targeting where I move to. And it falls over. Drink another dose. Top off. Handle your loot. Alright, and then you just want to make sure you're already on this spot. Should be spawning here in 5 seconds. 2 seconds left. Turn prayers on. Alright, I guessed right again. That's its third. Get ready for poison. Oh, I moved too early there, so I wasn't still on the tile when the thing was starting, but still dodged it just because I'm moving. Right, transitions. It's already on the pool. And that is the best transition timing for lightning skip because it's starting like a fresh rotation of ranger mage. So now I can just turn on mage, not really worry about it, and just focus fully on the lightning. Don't mind the lack of keybinds to swap to the prayer book. I'm just laying back on my chair, relaxing. Third one goes out, turn prayer off, move. If you get there too soon and click while you're still under the model, you will try and walk out from under him and move off that spot. So try not to do it too fast. Alright, we're going into Jad. And number 3, 2 tiles down for the poison, and it all stacks right up. if my blowpipe would hit, I wouldn't have to worry about counting out these attacks for the second poison. Second poison, there's no guaranteed way to dodge it. I think that's it. Yeah. But you can usually just move off to the right and it won't bother you. Elk this. Yes. Let's drop that and grab the Hydra bones and get out of here. And that's how I do Hydra.